this is Chris Bentson, and it's time for another Resource Minute. Today we want to talk about COVID metrics, what your practice is going to look like next year as you crawl out of COVID. And so one of the most common questions that we're getting right now is, when is my cash flow going to be equivalent to what it was pre-COVID as we come out of COVID? And we've worked closely with Align Technology to build what we call a COVID comeback calculator, where with just a few inputs on how many starts you were doing pre-COVID, how many you did during the slowdown from April until as we move through the rest of this year, and then when you think you're fully going to be back to pre-COVID starts, which we anticipate will be sometime next year, we can calculate when your cash flow, what month your cash flow is going to return to pre-COVID levels by entering this data. So we built this calculator, and you can play with the percent down pre and post COVID, so you can change those. You can change the number of paid in fulls percentage-wise on the number of starts that you can get, and of course the number of starts. But based on your inputs and your actual data, we can then predict when your cash flow is going to get back to pre-COVID levels. In the example of doing the same number of starts starting in January of next year as you did pre-COVID, with very little change in percent down and paid in full percent, we're predicting that obviously your production on an annualized basis may be equivalent monthly starting in January to pre-COVID levels, but that your contract receivable balance will take 23 months to fully recover, and your collections on a monthly basis will take almost 2.5 years to fully recover to pre-COVID levels. What are the levers that you can push to constrict those times to bring cash flow back sooner? We think there are only two. You can really grow your practice, which we think is going to be hard. So if you can't grow your practice, what else can you do? You can increase the number of paid in fulls next year as a percentage of the starts that you can collect by increasing that discount. And we think that will help your cash flow a lot. So something to consider as you plan for 2021 and your post-COVID comeback numbers. This is information that we thought you'd want to know, and that's the Resource Minute.